So if you're watching this video, you've probably watched my 3 earlier videos setting you up for success in Destiny 2 Crucible. If you haven't, I'd recommend watching those first, and those videos will be listed right here above, and I'll also have them in the description down below for reference. Today's video is what really separates the good competitive players from the average Joe that pops in the Crucible casually, to get their weekly rewards. There was a clanmate of mine that was considered one of the best players in the clan. We would have inter-clan scrims in Call of Duty, and no matter how good my aim and mastery of my weapon, I could never get this guy. It would always frustrate me when I would get him down to just a sliver of health, and somehow he would almost always survive. True story. Today he's a professional target marksman competing at the highest levels in real life. It wasn't until I started playing the Crucible in year 2 of the original Destiny game that I realized how he did so well all those years ago. It's considered your 3rd piece of armor in Destiny 2 when playing PvP, and you'll know almost immediately that you're up against a good player when they use this tactic. And that's cover. It sounds simple enough, right? 99% of competitive players understand this. Even the hyper-aggressive players know when to duck into cover. The adage, one step from cover, applies here, and instead of trying to explain this in an audio form, it's better I just show you. So we're once again going over to Live Gator. Gator? Thanks, Gator. I think the best way to explain how important cover is in the Crucible is to show you a before and after scenario here. I'm first going to show you an empty Crucible map and explain where good cover shooting examples lie. And then I'm going to show you a live game of the very same map, and you can see the cover shooting in action. So let's begin. Okay, our first example is on Endless Vale. And when I talk about cover in a game, if you notice looking at this map here, look at all the obstacles between you and someone that could be shooting you. Whether you're in the cave area here, you have areas here you can stay behind. And this is really your 3rd piece of armor. You have your overshield, then you have your actual hit points, depending on your resilience number. But the thing I want to make sure everyone knows when you're playing Crucible is always stay a step or 2 out of cover. Because if you're shooting someone right here and someone's shooting back at you and you look and see you're not going to win the gunfight, instead of sitting here in the open and dying, jump back into cover. Get your health back, re-engage. Or come back here, look at your raider up top, see if he tries to move to the right. Well, then you have cover to the right. Come right here. There's even indentions in some of this area where you can actually shoot through a lot of these areas and you're still under cover. See how that works? So this is a control map. We're playing a control in this game type. And another thing that provides cover is differences in elevation. So if you notice this middle area right here, it's quite a bit higher than this elevation that we're at right now. And that can be a great benefit. So say I'm taking C right here. I can sit here and aim at this opening right here or this opening right here. And all he sees is the top of my head. So this is a good example right here of using the elevation in the map as actual cover. And then of course you've got this cover as well. You can have lower elevation and be behind cover. See what I mean? Alright, let's talk about a different example here. Now here we are on the same map, but on the opposite side. You can see we just took C, I was just over there. So now we're going to look at the A perspective here. So I'm taking A right here. A lot of cover areas right here while even taking the flag. You got little areas right here. You can use both these openings right here as a good sight line. You can come up in here. This is a very high traffic area right here. A lot of people will fire at each other through this corridor right here. So it's very important that you use cover effectively just like this. Whether it's on the right side, left side. I'll show you a clip here where this really gets put into action. Also, coming back to cave, a lot of people like to come around this way and try to take your flag back from you or try to flank you and come behind your team. You got area right here, you can stay behind cover, or right here you can stay behind cover, or right here you can stay behind cover. Just all depending on the angle that the person is trying to come and try to flank you. Also, going back to the B flag here, this is one of my favorite areas of this map. Is this opening right here? You've got cover here, 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 and here. So people try to take B. It's a very exposed area because it's up high, so people can see you very easily, but they do put some cover right here to protect you. And if you're trying to take the B flag, it gives you a little bit of protection, but people can still get angles on you. See what I mean? Right here. So this is a very good area as well. And if you're up here closer, you can get behind this cover area right here, or you can use this cover area right here. All right, here's a live example of the cover area I just showed you. And you can see I'm looking, taking the flag, and boom, boom. Now, normally you would die. The average person would just sit there and get shot. But if you notice, even if it means me getting off, taking the C flag, is I get back into cover, I do a Phoenix dive here to get my health back, and then re-engage. And of course he's run on. Next clip here is on the opposite side, and I just want to show you, this is a very close game. We were behind, but we were trying to not give any. There were of course players on the other side of the team that were running right to the other side, and just I always call it throwing, because they literally are just throwing their bodies at the other team, and they're just knocking them out and just easily giving them points. But I'm trying to hold down this side of the map. We have the A flag and B flag covered, so they're spawning from the C flag, as you can see. And let's just roll the clip here. Told you this was a good area to protect B. I've got my turret up, protecting that area, helping out my teammates. I come over here, see someone's trying to flank. Boom. Get him off guard. He's trying to slide in with a shotgun. He didn't have the distance. And there's this middle area I talked about again. That's a decoy. Got a piece of a guy there. Still covering this middle area. Getting my health back. Just taking a look around. Looking to see if any... Oh, there's someone else flanking again. There we go. Clean him right up. You notice I'm always reloading in cover. Never want to reload while you're exposed. That guy, see, slides out with a shotgun, immediately gets team shot. Oh, you see I got hit there with a hand cannon. Looks like a high impact one. And if you also notice, they're spawning behind me. My team is encroaching into their spawn, and it's flipping the spawn. I'm trying to hold this area down. I have two teammates to the right of me here, but you can see a lot of people just running right at the red. And especially right up the gut, out of cover, and just getting annihilated. And you'll see how this plays out. They're spawning back here, so I'm like, okay, we need to come back here and stop that spawn. Help this teammate here clean up. Then someone comes in the middle here, and this is kind of an advanced technique. This is something you learn as you play more and more Crucible, and you kind of get this feel when you're having a 1v1 gunfight. That was definitely a 1v1 gunfight. No one else was helping me there. But if you noticed, I was running into cover as I was trying to finish off that player. So that's more of an advanced move. Kind of something you'll learn as you learn how to dip and dive in and out of cover. But you can see I was rolling toward cover as I was shooting him. Let's just play that back real quick here, just so you can see it again. Okay, he's sliding out, and I'm shooting him as I go into cover, right like that. That's probably what saved my life. If I would have stayed in the middle further and for a longer period of time, I was exposed. His teammate further down back at their C flag could have been shooting me. Well, let's keep playing the clip here. Trying to... Another one coming from the middle. Nope, that's a turret. You can see they're trying to take B. One of my teammates dies over here, and the hunter throws a super, and I'm just trying to stop the deaths here. I just got lucky, and a teammate finished him off. Coming through the cave here, that's a decoy. I hear another super, so I'm just getting the hell out of here, because I know they're coming from the cave area, but then I have to protect B here. So if you notice right here, I'm at a pretty good advantage right here, because the player at B is elevated. I can see all of their body. I have all of this area that I can shoot him. And I'm a little bit lower than him, which means he can only see a portion of my body. And you can see I got 2 teammates behind me as well. That's why I pursued here. Finished him off with help of my teammates. Get behind cover, reload, come back to the middle, get my health back. And you can see this does not look good. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 enemies close by. If you went over my radar video, told you how to read radar. This is very important. I see 1, 2, 3. I see lines behind them, which means there are just players all over the place. Now, some of these areas that are showing up in my radar here could be, you know, smoke bombs. We'll see how this plays out. Finish this guy here. He's floating up in the air. I get behind cover here, but I finish that guy, and then his teammate finishes me off. But look at that. At the beginning of this clip, at the beginning of this game, we were behind. But the fact that I stick to my guns, I try to protect our spawn, and try to keep them from flanking through the cave area back, we end up winning the game. This is just one example of how using cover is really, really good to help your team and not to die and give points to your other team. You saw how a lot of my teammates were jumping over into the other side, and we just can't do that. You just can't do that. You just can't give kills to the other side. That's just not smart. It's just not smart play. Okay, the next map I want to show you, and this is a Crucible map called Radiant Cliffs. If you watched my radar video, this is actually the map that my buddy Warcry and I tested and kind of explained how radar works when you're looking at another player in the Crucible. So this is a typical spawn point right here where a lot of people spawn, right in this area right here. And you can see there are some long alleyways here you can shoot, and you can see they've got cover behind B right there. You can move up here, shoot people that are emerging here using cover. You can go in this area. B is my favorite flag because there is so much you can do to wreck faces here. You got this area here, they're up high, you can see their entire body, but because they're looking down on you, sometimes they may not see all of you, or it may be more blurred out. Let's take B here real quick. So as you're taking B here, you can be looking right here at your radar, looking up here for anyone jumping up here on this platform and just popping them. And all they can see is your head at this point. So these stairs, you can even crouch to make it even more. But these stairs right here work very well as far as picking people off. Sometimes you'll have people coming this way, and you can cut them off at the pass right here as well. You can keep moving around the map here. You've got these areas right here where you can shoot the other team from this side right here. I'm just going to kind of go around the map here and just show you all kinds of areas there are with cover here. There we go. There's the A flag right there in the middle. There's your heavy spawn. You can go in the middle here like this. This is a very popular area as well because there's a stairway right there. If you look at this, if you're here on this side shooting at the team at A, this team actually has an advantage on this side because you have these stairs. These stairs I love stairs like this because you can just show just a fraction of your body here as people pop out to get this heavy, and you can pop them right there. And this is the Red Death. It's a very long range, high impact pulse rifle, so my play style has to be a little further away in order to be competitive. But you can jump this way, around the corners here. This is a common spawn point right there. There's the C flag there. You got up here. You got elevation right here. You can shoot the A flag like this, or you can shoot people coming from the C flag like this. This rock, believe it or not, is very popular. Very popular area, especially in spawns. You can shoot people trying to grab ammo right here. There's an actual back alley. There's 2 alleys on this spawn. You have a back alley right here. Don't fall off the map. That's not good. Where you can take C right here. While you're taking C, you've got this cover right here where you can engage here and watch people trying to get you here. As you're trying to take the flag, right here as well. Everywhere, there's angles everywhere on this map. This is a good map. You see you've got cover protection right there. You can fly up here. You've got elevation. You can use this to your advantage as well and shoot down on people like this, or just drop down and pop them. If you're shooting across here, you have this monolithic piece of rock right here You can shoot people right here, going up here at the B flag. You've got this little rock right here. Just this little raised berm right here. Perfect area. Use the rock, shoot people up here, shoot people down below right here. You have this back alleyway right here where a lot of people spawn. They'll come right here and they'll just peek around this corner just like this. Another good area. Sometimes if you're coming back behind the B flag here, people spawn right here a lot. They spawn in this room right here and come out here. You can shoot people there. You can pop up here. And this is, like I said, this is one of my favorite spots here. I'm going to show you a clip later where I think I killed 4 players without dying at close range, which with this kind of weapon is unheard of. So, I mean, most people spawn right there. You can stay right here and pop people here, or shorter range right here. If they're coming out the middle, you got this area right here, and the Alamo would be right back here. Use this right here, this corridor. This is a long-range pulse rifle, so I can easily pop people right there. I mean, this is such a great map for cover. So, all right, so there's some areas. You got an alleyway right here. This is kind of a close range, kind of bottleneck area here. You better have a shotgun or something short range if you're coming through this area, because there's usually eyes on you here, eyes on you here. Players are running out of this area, and players are jumping up here. Which, if they do jump up here, you can crouch and actually just expose a little bit of your body here. Remember, when you crouch, though, that your side to side speed is less versus standing, so to say. See how much faster I can move here? When you crouch, it's much slower. There we go. But remember, if you crouch, you're off radar. If you see my icon in the middle of the map there, see it's blinking? Just a little tip from our radar video. All right, let's show a live clip here and show you just give you an example of a game on this map as well. Okay, on this second clip, this is Radiant Cliffs, which I just showed you a lot of areas where you could shoot behind cover. Let's just roll the clip. See, good area right there. Now see, you notice I'm reloading behind cover again, but the more sauce man that just got killed there, he was crouching. If you look, he was crouching, but fully exposed. Fully exposed. This is a common example of someone who doesn't know cover. Is they think that they can squat and take themselves off radar, or maybe make themselves smaller. But remember, when you crouch, you can't strafe as fast. And that's what happened right here. Get my health back, re-engage. More players at the top there. Looks like they're pushing. And I just had too many players. Just got overrun. But you notice the player on the stairs? You can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 players there. They're just pushing. They're pushing and they're running and trying to get some points back. But you can see they were all just running at me there. But look how the player that I did not kill on the steps dipped into cover, and then his teammate down below ended up taking care of me. That's a perfect example of a player who knows what they're doing in Crucible. Alright, so we're going to the C flag now. We got to get this C flag back. Keeping an eye on radar to see if anybody's trying to move up on us. And there is someone up. Someone just jumped right there. So I'm coming up to meet them while my teammate captures the flag. I freeze them, and from the elevation, can't finish him off. So I jump up here. He blinks at the same time. And my teammate down below does, I get the assist on that one. So now I'm pushing toward B. I got a super. There's a lot of players right here, so I decide this is a good place to use a Nova Bomb. Get a couple kills there. This player is behind cover right there. I try to take care of him. So get back into taking B. This Titan throws up a barricade here, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to use this as cover. I have the rock in front of me, and I've got this. So there we go. Jumping in there. He's a good player. You see that? He knew he was going to lose that gunfight. He jumped right back into cover. That's a sign of a decent player. Someone who's at least played some Crucible and knows how to stay alive. That is really the key when playing Crucible and Destiny. You see, he stays out of cover until he gets his health back. But we're right here. We're waiting for him. I throw a turret here in case he pops out. A turret will freeze him. I've got my health back. There he is. He just got overrun. Now someone's come up behind us here. Take care of him. Just like that. Running back over here to the A flag. Try to give some support to my team. Stairs right there. Stairs is such a good area. This is my favorite area when it comes to protecting the heavy ammo that spawns in the middle. But if you notice, I'm looking to my left here. 2 teammates are dead on the left, which means there's probably more than one player over there. So I don't spend much time here. I got to think about what's coming and trying to come behind us at this flag. Got to keep my distance. There's 2 players there. I have a long-range rifle. The player throws his super down. Easy cleanup. Don't forget the ice crystals. That's to your ability recharge. Remember I told you about this back alleyway? Real good area to pick off people that are spawning on the opposite side. In this case, the C flag. Let's see how this turns out. Up in a teammate there. He's behind cover. Look at that. I can't kill him. I can't finish him off. Right there. I can't get it. I can't get him. He's hiding behind cover. My teammate's sniping. Thank you, teammate. Next clip, I'm spawning out this way. Now, this is a funny clip. I end up defeating this guy, but there's a lesson to be learned here. We'll see what that lesson is. I take care of him. He tries to get his health back. Jump out. Reload. Re-engage. But no, I didn't wait for my health to come back. And let this be a PSA for everyone there. Turrets do kill. I just gave him an easy kill there. Alright, spawning at C now. This is the same game, by the way. See, a lot of my players are rotating to B here, so I'm like, alright, I'm going to help push. I'm going to push for these guys. And we end up winning the game. And you can see, look at that. I had him by a thread. But he saw my entire body, and all I could see was his head. If you can look, most of the outline of his body is below the stairs. So you can see, look at that small target I had. Even though I have an accurate rifle, he was able to use those stairs, and that is a prime example of using cover effectively. That was the game. Ended up winning anyway. That was good. So, you can see there are so many areas of this map where you can get cover. And that's just a prime example. But always make sure you tip your waitress. Make sure you give the commendations out. There you go. I want to show you one more thing here. This was a prime example of using cover to stay alive. I think I killed 3 or 4 players here at close range with a long-range rifle, which is usually unheard of, but I wanted to show you this clip just to extenuate this point of how important cover is in a gunfight. Alright, I kill this guy. Alright, I almost kill him. Does he come back out? Throw my turret down. I've got my health. Yep, he does come back out. I end up killing this guy. I kill the guy behind him right there. Getting my health back. Oh, nope, I should have waited, but he's so far away. End up getting him, and almost, yep, there's 4, almost 5 kills right there. I just want to make sure I showed that clip, how important that cover was right there in that situation. And I just wanted to show you this one clip. I thought this was really funny. This never happens when I'm playing Crucible, but, well, I'll let you watch. Double Nova Bomb. You will never see that. Very, very rarely will you see something like that happen in games. So I just wanted to show you that before we went. Okay, the last map I want to show you here, and I'll give you an example clip after this, is Distant Shore. In this map, the clip I'm going to show you is actually a 3v3 comp match. And it was actually pretty evenly matched. It was a very close game. But I just want to show you some cover areas here that are very important. This is a very popular place. This is called The Rock. A lot of people like to snipe here because that is usually the B flag right there. Good place to fire. It's a good place to hide behind. You can actually hide behind this rock right here. Someone comes rushing out. Let's keep them around here. This is another good area if you have a long-range rifle because people come out of dark right there. Perfect area to pop people, and if you want to get even closer, plus you can look at 2 areas here. You got dark, and then you got toilet bowl right here. Both of these areas you can keep an eye on people trying to invade. And then of course you can use right here, there's usually a flag right here on control. You can use this area right here. I love the stairs right here. They're not quite as elevated where, you know, they're going to see a little bit more of your body, but this is a very good area where you can control the heavy spawn ammo right here very well. This is usually the B flag. This is a very good area as well because all people see is the top of your head or neck. Good area where people spawn right here. You can fire as well. You can come behind this area as well. Do this right here, popping out. Even this area right here, there's a little bit of cover underneath you here. You can even shoot people that try to come this way. Now going through Toilet Bowl. This is another good area. You can jump up here and use this rock to hover and shoot people in the corner usually, or you can step down lower right here. Most people know to look for you here. Sometimes you can jump up here to fool people a little bit. Let's see, if you run through here, you get this rock right here. This is kind of a spawn area right here where you can look through the little river here, the little creek. You got little cut areas here. You can jump up here and get people who are trying to take the flag right here, or come through here. I mean, there's so many areas. This is why I love Crucible and Destiny. There's so many areas you can protect yourself. And radar is always on, so you can always know what to expect coming at you. Versus something like Call of Duty where you don't always see people. So you're a little more rigid and a little more slower on the map. Unless you're a godlike player who just sees everything all at once or has really good twitch reflexes. I'm an older player, so I need to evaluate my fight before I get to it. This is dark. You can see there's the stairs I was just at. This is a good area right here as well where you can peek and look. Same with this area right here. You can peek and look at people coming from B and wrap around here. This is the B flag I was showing you where they had that little wall. This is what people see on the other side. Or if they're running on this side over here, you can see there's good cover right there where that little wall was. All they see is your head. So there's all kinds of areas here. This is another popular area. A lot of people jump up here, try to shoot people coming out of the cave right there. You can jump up here. I mean, the areas where you can get behind cover are just endless. And these maps are really made well to be competitive. I mean, I'm really surprised Destiny never did go into esports because these maps are very competitive. There's so many ways you can play these maps. Alright, so let's jump into a live comp game. This was a very close game, this clip I'm going to show you. And I'm also going to show you a mistake I made where I might have actually even thrown the game. Let's take a look. Now, the last clip I want to show you in the last example here, this was a comp match. And I must admit, these teams were pretty evenly balanced. Teams on both sides were very good. And in comp, it's usually the matchmaking is based on your rank in comp, at least loosely within certain ranges of whatever rank you are in comp. I think currently I'm in gold 2 or gold 3 on this when I took this clip. I was just starting to play comp again. And I just want to show you these are all players that have pretty good skill playing this game. And I want to just show you what this game is like. And there was a mistake in here too I want to make sure I showed you. It was kind of a learning experience. I figured I'd leave it in and show you as well. See, I don't always show you the kills. I'm showing you the deaths as well. So let's roll the clip. Getting to my team. Right here, he's at the stairs, but I have a very accurate rifle, so I end up taking care of him. Jumping back here. He backs off, gets into cover to get his health back, doesn't engage, so I back up. I throw a turret down, come back over here. Remember I showed you this wall area right here? Trying to get behind cover. He's running into dark. So I'm just trying to help my teammates here. We end up team shooting that guy, end up taking care of him. Coming back to dark again. Get my health back. And I think he threw like some kind of charged melee. I can't remember what they call it from the hunter. But I ended up killing him. So here we go. We're coming back. Same clip. Same. This is live gameplay right here. You can see we killed both of them. My teammate got heavy. He threw a super. I don't know about those axes. They disappear pretty quick when you pick them up. But anyway, coming back to the same area. This seemed to be the choke point. You can see how close this game is. It's within 2 kills. 2 kills. I see that they're trying to flank, so I come over here, and he throws his Nova Bomb. I blink out of the way. I save myself from Nova Bomb. Well, not quite, but the splash damage kills him anyway. So that was a trade. So now we're still 2 kills down. Oh no, now we're 1 kill down because I just got revived. Remember, in comp, if you revive your teammate, you take the point off the scoreboard. So always revive when you get the chance in comp. Let's keep playing the clip. I'm back over here to help again. And another thing, important thing I want to mention here is whenever you're trying to help a teammate out, never get in his path when he's trying to strafe. If you notice, if I go back in this area right here, go back to the beginning here, watch how when I strafe behind my teammate, I am not beside him. If he's trying to strafe back and forth to not get killed, then it's very important. And he just revived me, so I want to go back and help this guy. He's on my team. If you notice, when I come back here and try to team shot, always stay tandem. Always stay tandem to your teammate. I told you another area here that is good cover. That's a fake grenade behind us. Protecting dark again. These stairs, all they see is my head here. So I have my teammates up top there. I have a long-range pulse rifle here, so I'm in more of an Overwatch mode here where I'm protecting and make sure that anybody that they don't kill, I clean up, and then I can always go up there and revive them once I kill the player. But I don't know if that's how this turns out. Let's see. Yep. Pushing in. Oh, wow, a beautiful shot. The guy slides in, uses a fusion rifle, close range on my teammate there, and then jumps right back into cover. That was a beautiful play right there. I just had to point that out. You can see we're playing high-level players here. They know what they're doing. If I get my player back up, let's take that score off. Player coming in behind me. Teammate's dead there, but I'm at the stairs. I'm able to protect. He's able to get my teammate up. I'm watching for the revive here. And no, their team doesn't revive. Moving on, next clip, same game. You can see how close the scores are here. And I do something real stupid here. He's using his super. We ended up taking care of him. We're still alive. I'm back in this corner here using cover. Look how close I am to cover here. Look how much he has to shoot back at me. So he's a smart player. He gets back into cover. So I have a teammate behind me here. I'm like, okay, let's push. I got a teammate here. But look at this. You got a player behind cover there. You got a player to my left behind cover that's shooting me right now with a 140 hand cannon. And look how close this score is. 40 seconds left. Dumb move. Look at that. Just sitting behind cover. Easy kill. I ran right at him, right out in the open. That's the easiest. I just donated that kill to those guys. So now we're dead. Now we're behind 4. And I really think that I threw the game on this one. You can see 4-point difference. And you know, I don't know if rushing in, we only had 40 seconds left on the game, but you know, I don't know if I would have rushed in. I was just trying to push it because we were down, I think, 3 points at the time, and we had 40 seconds. So it was the kind of thing where we had to play our hand. And like I said, I thought the guy was behind me, but apparently he backed off, and I was just easy pickings for the other team. So that's what happens. That's what happens when you play comp at a high level. So I just want to show you how intense that can get and how the other team was using cover effectively just as well as I was. If you are always wondering why you can't stay alive long enough in your past Crucible matches, then consider this video a path to extending your life and winning more of your 1v1 gunfights. This applies to any shooter you play, by the way, not just in the Crucible. The last thing I wanted to talk to you about when it comes to learning to improve in the Crucible is probably one of the toughest things to learn and takes time, which is why I put together this video series to begin with, and also why I saved it for last. You can learn all about it right here in this video. Good luck in your Crucible journey, and later, Guardian.